Who would have thought that hidden deep in a dense jungle lies an invisible villa? The moment its door closes, the entire place vanishes without a trace. You can see the outside world clearly from within, but from the outside, no one can detect its existence. Two women, thrilled and carefree, begin dancing and celebrating before eventually falling asleep while cuddling their beloved bunny. But the bunny, feeling bored, quietly slips out through a small tunnel and begins munching on grass, completely unaware of the danger approaching. Suddenly, a loud gunshot jolts one of the women, Neha, out of her sleep. Instinctively, she grabs the gun by her bedside. No one should have been able to find the hidden villa, yet the bullets fired from outside seem to have eyes of their own, targeting Neha relentlessly. Clearly, the attackers came prepared, likely equipped with thermal imaging. Fortunately, the villa's glass is bulletproof. Just when the two women begin to relax, their bunny dashes back inside. Unfortunately, the attackers spot the tunnel and open fire, aiming straight at it. Once Neha regains her composure, the attackers have already retreated. While both women are safe, their poor bunny has become the innocent victim. Raging with grief and fury, the other woman, Rohan, vows to take revenge. She already has a strong suspicion of who's behind the attack. Neha and Rohan aren't ordinary women. They're legendary master thieves. But after years of living on the edge, they wanted out. They had already made enough money to retire comfortably. So they told their boss they were quitting, but the boss, knowing how effective and irreplaceable they were, outright refused. Not willing to be controlled anymore, the women took their bunny and disappeared into their secretly built, invisible villa. It didn't take long for the boss to respond. The attack was a warning, a reminder that they couldn't simply walk away. Furious, Neha confronts the boss. The moment she enters the kitchen, he grabs one of the chefs and threatens his life, forcing Neha to accept one final mission. Left with no choice, the two women agree and are told to meet a contact on the street. Their new mission? Infiltrate a Parisian monastery and steal a priceless piece of artwork. Neha insists they'll need a professional driver for the job, citing Rohan's wild driving skills as a concern. The contact suggests a pro racer named Sam. When they go to meet Sam, he's in the middle of berating a teammate, a bold, no-nonsense woman, who suddenly grabs a helmet, jumps in a car, and speeds off, stunning everyone. Her driving blows Sam's performance out of the water. Her goal? To prove the car she tuned was perfect, and the real problem was the driver. Furious and embarrassed, Sam fires her on the spot, but she isn't one to back down. She kicks off her shoes, yanks off her uniform, and storms off in anger. Neha and Rohan watch in shock. Once the woman is out of sight, they track her down and finally realize the truth. Sam isn't the man. They've been looking for her all along. They offer her $2 million to join them, and since she just lost her job and has nothing to lose, she agrees. But there's a catch. She's a great driver, but knows nothing about combat or heists. Rohan isn't thrilled, so they put her through intense training, running, swimming, shooting, and endurance. She starts out clumsy, but with time and persistence, she improves rapidly. Then comes the real test. The mission begins. Their first step is to steal the building's blueprints. The new driver sneaks into the office to grab the plans while Rohan provides sniper cover. Surprisingly, the operation goes smoothly. The driver feels confident until Rohan spots a group of 10 men approaching. Panic sets in. Gunfire breaks out outside. As the driver tries to exit, she's startled. One by one, the men are taken down with tranquilizer darts. Just as she relaxes, one older man suddenly rises. Rohan tells her to handle it on her own, but she freezes in fear. As the man reaches for the alarm, Rohan takes him out just in time. The two women race downstairs. As Rohan jumps into the car, their driver floors it. At nearly 95 kilometers per hour, she speeds through the streets, fleeing the island in just 5 minutes. Rohan, shaken and nauseous, can't believe they made it. This mission finally earns mutual respect between the two women who previously couldn't stand each other. But the biggest challenge lies ahead: stealing the painting. Before they attempt that, they have something even more personal to take care of: avenging their bunny. Rohan climbs to a rooftop and sets up her rifle, preparing for payback. Meanwhile, the driver pulls up in a sleek sports car, ready for action. Out on the street, Neha and Ravi suddenly begin to dance. Their smooth and mesmerizing moves catch the attention of a group of men, completely unaware that this would be their final show. As the music continues, Neha subtly signals a two behind her back. In the middle of this elegant yet deadly dance, they're taken out, one by one. Who would have thought? All this just because they killed a rabbit. With their revenge finally complete, The trio feels a strange sense of peace. And then, Neha drops a bombshell. She's pregnant. Everyone is stunned, but quickly overjoyed. They even come up with a name for the baby, Lara. Soon after, they return to prepare for their final and most dangerous mission, stealing the painting. Neha and Ravi hide inside a statue ahead of time. Meanwhile, Amit poses as a food cart vendor to scout the area. He's supposed to give the go signal. Rohan, waiting outside in the car, is ready for the getaway. But things start going off-script fast. Amit gets hungry before the job even begins. While fixing himself a snack, he accidentally drops his earpiece into the dough. Now Neha and Ravi, waiting in silence inside the statue, receive no signal. Fed up with waiting, they burst out on their own. At the same time, Amit's earpiece finally gives out. And just as he's trying to fix it, a crowd of performers arrives, all starving, and rush his food stall. Meanwhile, Rohan runs into trouble too. He's parked in a tow-away zone. A staff member demands he move the car immediately. Despite the chaos, Neha and Ravi decide to stick to the plan. They shoot tranquilizer darts at the security guards in the control room, knocking them out. Then they hack into the surveillance system. It's time for the real job, stealing the painting. But just as Neha is making her move, a bright spotlight hits her. A man storms into the exhibit room and demands to know what she's doing. Neha doesn't flinch. Calmly, she says she's cutting up a fake painting for inspection. The guards? Already down, thanks to Ravi. So Neha keeps cool, chatting with the man while swiftly continuing her mission. Back outside, Rohan finally finds a new spot, only to be told to move again. The car keeps shifting. Amit? He's in deep trouble. His food is so good. His stall is swamped with hungry customers. He's too busy cooking to even remember the heist. When he finally finishes, he remembers, oh right, this is supposed to be a painting theft. He rushes to fix his earpiece and calls the team. You guys can come out now, only to look up and see the job's already done. Thanks to Neha, Ravi, and Rohan's perfect chemistry, they've pulled it off, despite having a total wildcard on the team. Soon comes the day to hand over the painting to the boss. This would also be their final showdown. Rohan waits below on a bike. Ravi has taken up a sniper position, watching every move the boss makes. The boss checks the painting. It's real. He sells it immediately. That's when Neha brings it up again. She wants out of the game. For good. The boss was expecting this. He had already taken precautions, like changing meeting spots and pulling all the curtains to block any sniper shots. But he underestimated the connection between Neha and Ravi. As tensions rise, Neha suddenly blurts out a set of coordinates. The boss panics. But it's too late. Alarms start blaring upstairs. Security rushes in. Cops arrive at the building. Neha knew this might happen. She had already accepted it. She had one plan. Sacrifice herself so Ravi and Rohan could finally be free. No more threats. No more blackmail. If they wanted to live a real life, they'd need to become partners, not pawns. She tells Ravi to go, but Ravi refuses. Armed police burst in. Neha raises her gun and is immediately shot down. Ravi, seeing no other way, follows the escape route to room 14, where a secret rooftop exit awaits. Neha's body is zipped into a black bag. Rohan rides away on her bike, tears streaming. Ravi watches from the rooftop in shock. She can't believe Neha's gone. 4 years pass. Rohan suddenly appears at Ravi's countryside home, the peaceful life Neha always wanted for her. But something's still missing. Ravi has never moved on from Neha's death. Rohan takes her to a hidden location. Inside a tent, a little girl, the spitting image of Neha, sits waiting. Ravi freezes, eyes wide. Then, a familiar hand touches her shoulder. Neha, alive. It had all been part of her plan. Before the mission, she had planted her own people among the boss's guards. She wasn't just taking down a villain, she was freeing her team. She wanted Ravi, who had followed her since the age of 14, to find her own identity, her own reason to live. That's why she faked her death, to give Ravi the freedom to choose. The name of the film? The Sisterhood Heist.